World's cheapest countries to live. 1. Vietnam. Vietnam is any budget traveler's dream for those looking to live and work in an exotic location without spending a fortune. One of the world's most powerful economies, offers welcoming locals, stunning landscape, a distinctive culture, and a good quality of life at an astonishingly reasonable price. Simply spend your money on modestly sized, comfortably equipped homes and apartments in desirable neighborhoods, eating out frequently, hiring a housekeeper, and traveling extensively. The cost of living in Vietnam varies depending on whatever city or region you choose to reside in, as it does in most other nations. Offshore, living in cities like Ho Chi Minh and Hanoi is more expensive than in a rural area, but the pay is also greater. Prices will be significantly lower if you reside outside of Vietnam's biggest cities in areas like Da Nang, Hoi An, Nha Trang, and Vũng Tàu. 2. Costa Rica. According to reports, Costa Rica consistently ranks as one of the top contenders on the list of nations for the International Living Retirement Index. This wonderfully gorgeous Central American treasure is loved for many reasons, which is why it's presumably the most well-liked nation. Every aspect of the nation, from the welcoming natives to the lush jungles and tropical beaches, will win tourists over. Living and working there doesn't have to cost a fortune because, according to reports, Costa Rica is among the least expensive places to live. Costa Rica is more expensive than neighboring nations like Guatemala and Nicaragua, but the salary premium more than makes up the difference. In addition, Costa Rica enjoys the rare luxury of peace and stability compared to other nations in the region. 3. Portugal. Portugal is not just one of the most affordable nations in the world, but it is also one of the most friendliest and safest countries in the world. Portugal's courteous residents, lovely beaches, wonderful weather, and rich culture all add to the country's attraction. A sense of stability and ageless history is evoked by the country's natural geographic beauty, which combines with its buildings from different ages spanning back millennia. The person claims that when you include the friendliness and gentility of the Portuguese people, it makes for a potent mixture. Portugal's north is beautiful. There are many vineyards and wineries there, as well as peaceful beach towns, cathedrals with blue tiles, and thriving modern cities. Portugal has very reasonable living expenses, transportation charges, and prices for drinks and food. 4. Cambodia. One of the world's economies that is expanding the fastest is that of Cambodia, a small nation in Southeast Asia. Phnom Penh, the nation's capital, has developed into a vibrant metropolis with many skyscrapers, shopping centers, and posh eateries. With more amenities than other parts of the country, Cambodia is the third most convenient country to live in after Vietnam and Thailand. In order to see Cambodia on your spare days, it is also affordable and simple to organize tours or excursions beyond the city. For Westerners wishing to live in an area with cheap beer, pleasant weather, hospitable natives, and an active expat community, this city and the rest of the country still offer good value. Outside of making minor purchases at the market or purchasing street food, they are typically distributed at ATMs. The majority of things are priced in dollars. 5. South Africa. There are several of cities in Africa where rent is reasonable. Cape Town, South Africa, is one of the most well-known. Beautiful natural scenery, historical sites, dynamic landmarks, and more can all be found in this vibrant and multicultural city. The best part about Cape Town is how many of its top sites are free to visit. You won't need to attend language school, and most South African cities have a high level of living that is comparable to that of Western cities, which will make the transition much simpler. You won't get bored in South Africa because there are safaris, whale watching, river rafting, and ziplining, among other activities. 6. Bolivia. Bolivia is a fantastic place to live and work abroad because it is one of South America's least expensive nations. This tiny South American sanctuary is safe and has a vibrant culture. It is tucked between Peru, Argentina, Brazil, Chile, and Paraguay. The main draw for retirees is cost-effectiveness. According to reports, Bolivia has one of the lowest cost of living in the world. With the help of contemporary comforts and utilities, it is possible to discover the rainforest and the diverse fauna in the vast Amazon region. Of course, guests would encounter affordable prices throughout their journey.